Alright, so what is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubeverse? What I am showing you right now. So, I've had some comments. People see this tank, and if you look at it and you kind of see what it looks like, you can say, hey, there's some brownish in there. It looks kind of dirty. Is this tank healthy? Is this clean? Yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you what's up and why some of this dirty stuff is actually beneficial and helping me out. So the brownness, all this brown looking stuff that you see in the water, that is tannins. It comes from mopani wood, it comes from casarina cones, and comes from the catappa leaves I've used. And I had some catappa bark that's kind of mixed in with all this stuff, but it's not out for show, it's just more working with the nature of things. And also, everything in here is life. We've got a lot of moss going here, a lot of java moss covering some of the wood, some ferns and everything. So the plants and everything kind of make a complete ecosystem to where even though it looks like this, there's not going to be any smells or anything. And all these plants are all live and natural. They soak up all the ammonia, nitrates, and nitrites. This is not a favorite design of people, noted, but it is very natural. If you were to take a chunk of a lake and pull it out the water, it'd look very much like this. And that's not a bad thing that people don't like this look. It's not a bad thing to have this look either. But I have seen some people, rightfully so, asking in concern over the health of my tank, hey, is your tank supposed to be looking like this? And yes, this is a choice. Is it a favorite choice to everybody again? No, it's not. And you do see there's a light side, and because of all these lilies up here, I do have a darker side. And that's my buddy the betta fish yesterday that you saw me bring back. He's kind of hiding out there in them shadows. He's doing great. He's kicking around. He's not bothering any of the fish. None of the fish bother him. So far, 24 hours later, he's doing wonderful. So this is, and you can see by his moving around and how active he is. He is very healthy 24 hours later. So this is the thing with tanks and taking care of animals. There are multiple ways of doing it really good, right? There are ways of doing it wrong, of course, as well. But sometimes if it doesn't look the prettiest, if it's not crystal clear water, and I do actually promote a bit of green algae on the back glass and so on. I don't really allow too much to grow on the front glass. I do scrape it pretty often. But even with this whitebeard algae and everything, I allow it. I'm not trying to clear it out. This whitebeard algae is great supplemental feed for the platies and the few mollies that are in here. And the ghost shrimp, they love to eat on it too. And they've actually cleared a lot of it out. It did look worse. If you see some videos of it back from the week to week, you get an idea. But I promise I do this short video kind of explaining because I've had a few comments and they're rightfully concerned. And I thank you guys for being out there, looking out for those misusing information, hurting animals, and trying to twist things to really just make it so that they're right when they're really not kind of a thing. But what I'm going for here is a very natural look. And I've done a lot of studying. I've done a lot of patient work with this. This is not a 1 month thing. This is months and months of setting it up to look like this. But, so if you guys do have a worry about the tank, believe me, I have friends here. They'll let me know if it stank. I have a job where I can test this water freely and easily. So, I am looking after it, and I do thank you guys for being aware and for just being a little concerned. But as far as this tank go, it's been doing real good. And if anything do go wrong, I'll have to try and document it because that can happen. And we'll go over what to do when that does happen. When I first made this tank, had a bacterial bloom that was awful. And it was very difficult to get rid of, but I documented it and showed you guys what I did and how we went around it. But I did go a little bit more than I wanted to. I don't know if you're going to be watching this for 4-something minutes. I hope you do. Might be a little boring. Sorry if it is. We'll work on trying to do new things to get that betta information out about the bettas and other things. But let's go see this guy one more time. I did decide a name for my buddy as well. Oh no, I got out of focus. Oh dear. He's in a spot where the light has trouble focusing on him. I tried to zoom in. I couldn't. But I got a name for him. I decided to name him Scott Summers. And if you guys know what that is from, he's the best type of Cyclops because my little guy up there, he's got one eye, so he's a Cyclops. So I gave him the name of the most famous Cyclops I can think of, and that is the one from X-Men. So anyway, I'll call him Summers for short. So if you hear me call that guy up there Summers. It's just his nickname. Scott Summers is the full name. I thought it'd be fun. Anyway, that's my update with everything and explaining what's up with my tank. And it's, I know, great quality and everything, huh? But if you do like the information, do drop some likes or something. You know, if we come back more, I might be able to hopefully get some foot into the door where I can get better equipment and get, I guess, more people interested. But this is fun stuff. All right, I'm gonna ramble if I keep going on, so peace.